guys, welcome back to Jackula's Castle. Today we are going to do more decorating.
Part 3. This one the biggest thing will be the graveyard in the front yard. You can see behind us, we'll take you in there in a minute. It's a disaster, but the plan is to get all the gravestones out. We're gonna cart them all to the front yard, lay them out, and then we'll show you how we set them up. After that, it's gonna be things like spotlights, different kinds of lighting.
You'll be doing that, right?
I'll be doing that while he's at school, and then just bits of, final touches until we do part 4 closer to Halloween with the animatronics. So, should we take them in there and give them a little bit of look at the nightmare that we have created inside this building?
I think we should.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so we built this place, ran wiring, and then guess what? I never wired up the lights, which is pretty great. You can see up here, we've got some of our other giants. There's an Inferno pumpkin waiting to crush us above us. Some of his poles you can see have fallen, so I've got to figure out where they've gone and what to do with those. Back here, we've got kind of all of our boxed items. Some of our older stuff that we don't use as much. There's a werewolf waiting to crush us up there. I mean, it's everywhere. So the goal is always to get the stuff out and then figure out what I've decided I can sell this year, because I mean we have to make room for the new stuff we've bought. So here's all our pile of skeletons. And then down here on the bottom is a lot of our foam gravestones. You can see them kind of under there. And then behind this box of animatronics or whatever is here, you can see in the very back are all of the more substantial gravestones. So we've got to move all this, move all the weird werewolf feet and stuff that is not where it belongs or should be.
Why did you put the gravestones so far back if we always use them?
Well, because there's not enough room in the shed, so you can only do what you can do. I mean, there's just bits everywhere. These are all animatronics all along here, and then you can kind of get a peek past Jason over here, and that is where all of the Christmas is on the other side of the shed. Got some mummies stuck around here. Leatherface is up there. Oh, werewolf head. So what we're going to do is we are going to start bringing out the gravestones. Should we speed that up a little bit so they don't have to watch us struggle and complain that we're falling over everything and we have giants falling on us and stuff like that? All right, let's do it. Let's get this going. Okay, so that wasn't any fun.
Yes.
It's hot. Summer has come back, but we got them all around here. Some of them are in better shape than others.
Some definitely are.
I mean, some of them are older than you.
And some of them, like the foam, is very showing.
The foam ones, they're pretty beat up, but we'll kind of hide those at the back, and nobody will notice in the dark. So I think what we're going to do, we're going to lay these out, kind of in an idea of where we want them. We got a big old pile of rebar back here, a couple hammers.
A lot of it.
Yeah, we'll lay the rebar out with the gravestones before we put them in the ground, because I only have a certain amount of certain size pieces of rebar, so we can't use long pieces on small gravestones. They got to be on the right ones or we'll run out. So, do you have any ideas where you're going to put anything?
No, honestly, I don't.
We're just going to wing it?
Yeah.
All right, well, let's get going. Okay, so we got them all laid out.
Yes.
I think, you start thinking that there's going to be some sort of big master plan, but it kind of turned out, I think, where they just lay them down. If something looks weird from the street,
then
we'll move them. So what we're going to do, most of these have, well, this one's not going up. Let's try a different one. most of these.
That one doesn't.
Oh,
Hey,
yeah.
that one can be used for fog.
Yeah. Okay. Let's try this again. Most of these have a pipe glued on the back. We did a whole video on how to keep these from blowing away. I will put the video link down in the comments in case you need a hand with that. But basically, you know, we use something like liquid nails and glue these pieces of pipe. Then we use that rebar, stick it in the ground, and they stay put. So, except for all the ones I picked up that don't have pipes on the back.
That was funny. The one that you tried to pick up didn't have.
All of them. So we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
But we are going to go ahead, start putting these in the ground and see if we like what we do. We may have some left over. We may not. Just see how it goes, huh?
Yeah.
All right, let's get going. Okay, so not gonna lie, what should have been probably the easiest, most pleasant task of all these decorating parts was probably the hardest.
It was.
It's like summer is fully here today. Like we are sweating, it's hot. It is not the fall, put you in the mood for Halloween kind of weather, you know, but we did get everything up.
We did.
We used every piece of rebar we had.
Which is funny.
I think we were short 3 pieces maybe. We had three gravestones left we couldn't put out, but I think we got most all of it.
Yeah.
Should we give them a quick look around, kind of show them how we did it all?
I think we should,
All right, let's do it. Okay, so we're gonna give you a little bit of a look from the street here. I think we filled in most of the holes.
Yeah, I think there are a couple holes we didn't fill, but
I think it'll be all right.
Yeah.
By the time it's dark outside, you're not going to notice. And who knows, I may come across a couple more pieces of rebar and we will fill that in. But there's a bunch of them out here. Yeah, that pine tree just landed in our front yard somehow. I don't know.
And then it's been growing for like a couple years.
We figure it'll be ready for Christmas. And then as you walk by, look, there's one pumpkin left about to sprout and bloom in our flower bed.
That's funny.
No pumpkins, but we sure did try.
Yeah.
So I think it looks pretty good so far in the daytime. I'll get all of the lighting done and then we'll check that out at night. But I'll show you back here kind of how we went about it all. Some of them were lucky and they're really well weighted and they just stay put.
Yeah.
Not very many of them. And then the ones that aren't, we either have the pipes on the back that we've painted and put rebar through. Yep, there you go. And then the ones that are like solid, not foam, some of them we have to put rebar behind them and lean them on it. Yeah, because they just won't stand up. The yard's not even enough. But we try to paint most of it black on the back, just, you know, to cover it up a little bit. Most people don't see that. But so what do you think?
I think it looks really good.
You think we did all right?
Yeah.
Even though you're hot, tired, a little miserable being outside, you don't feel the Halloween spirit today?
No, I really
no,
don't.
it's not fair, you know. It was the first, and both videos we did.
Yeah.
It was pretty nice and fall-like. You felt like Halloween was coming. Yeah. Now you feel like 4th of July is coming, and it's just not right.
I know, yeah.
But hopefully when I come out and do the rest of the lights, it'll feel a little bit better. So what do we have left? The lights. We've got to get all of our dogs and our owls going. We've got other things like pumpkins. I think I've got some lanterns I'm going to bring out, skeletons maybe. So that's kind of going to take up part 3. But lights are next. Okay, so surprise, I've got this guy with me today. He was supposed to be going to school, but we forgot he had a dentist appointment, so I've got him for a little bit of time.
Yeah.
Why let him sleep in when he could work? No, you're supposed to smile. Say yes.
See, the problem is this is the start of me getting braces.
Yeah, he's got to go this morning. The braces are beginning, but you won't actually get the braces for what, 2 months?
No, it's not braces. It's an expander in my mouth, and I'm not looking forward to it at all.
But the braces are coming in 2 months.
Yes, and I'm dreading the whole day.
Yeah, he's not happy because he won't be able to eat popcorn. So I've got him for a little while this morning. We are going to do the extension cords and the lighting, or at least get started on it. We are going to start with, we've got several of these. They've got plugs all the way along them. That way we can, you know, plug in the floodlights as we go. And we've got a bunch of those here. I think we did a whole video on lighting.
Yeah, we did.
Pretty sure. I'll put the link for that down in the comments as well. We've got a ton of these spotlights, a bunch of these cords, and his main job, stakes. So he's got a lot of stakes to hammer in the ground here. It's always kind of tricky to figure out exactly where it's all going. So I think we just need to start laying it out, and you can start hammering stakes in the ground. What do you think? Does that sound fun?
Yes.
Is it better than school?
Yes.
It is better than school. Okay, well, let's get started then. Okay, I'm not sure if you can tell, but we're drenched in sweat again.
Yeah.
I feel like we did all the fun stuff at the beginning and we saved all the hard, hot work for the very end of the video.
Yes,
Because these are rough. But I think we got most of it down. Should we give everyone a little bit of a peek at what we did here?
Yeah.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so we ended up with 3 spotlights to start on each side. We kind of alternate the colors. I don't know if we'll leave them that way, or we may change the colors up a little once we see them in the dark. We do have a few extension cords that are this really bright orange. Those we'll touch up with a little paint, and they'll just disappear. We staked them all down, or this guy staked them all down. Was it fun? No. It was fun, wasn't it? No. He had a good time. I do have to place a couple orders. We were short a couple spotlights. We lost a couple. Every year, 1 or 2 of them dies, and it was no different this year. So I've got to order a couple of those, a couple new extension cords, and then
maybe some new stakes, because
yes, our stake situation is getting bad. They're starting to break. They're old, so we need some new stakes. But I'm going to place that order, and then we'll be back at night to kind of show you how we adjust these and to see if we did any good at all.
Yeah, we'll have to see.
Can we go sit down and cool off now?
Yes, please.
Let's go cool off. All right, we'll be back. Okay, so due to the magic of Amazon delivering things on the same day, I have already got the stuff I ordered. We'll kind of go through here and I'll show you what I got, and then I'll put the links down in the comment section if you see anything you're interested in. We are an Amazon affiliate, so anything you click, through those links and buy does really help the channel because we get a little portion of the proceeds. I ordered this extension cord. I've never used one like this. I've only used the ones, where the plugs are randomly spaced on throughout the cord, but this looked interesting. And honestly, my extension cords are all so old. It is more than time to, oh my God, more than time to get some new ones. So here's kind of a look at it. It looks reasonably heavy duty. It's got the 4 kind of extender cords that come off the end of it. So I'm hoping that'll help clean up my cord nest a little bit. And then down here, all of my decorations plug into one outlet. They're all LED, so they don't take much power. But I do end up with a bunch of plugs. So I ordered this, and I think this will really help. Previously, the only one I had 3 outlets on it. And I don't know that I'll use it, but this does also come with a remote here. So you could remotely turn on, you know, whichever outlet you wanted over here. It comes with stakes to put it into the ground. But it looks nice. I hope it works as well as I'm wanting it to. Okay, so the first one of these I ordered would not work with a timer. It would only come on and off with the remote, and once the power went out, you had to use the remote again. So that is not going to work from the front yard. I ordered a second one, and the second one actually has the timer built into it. It looks almost exactly the same. You can see here it has a different remote, and it will come on at dark, and then you can set how long you would like it to go for. So this is the one I'm going to end up using in the front yard, and just like I said before, I will go ahead and add this, the link to this in the description. I ordered 2 new sets of tent stakes to help tie down all of the cords throughout the yard, because being Texas, the grass does grow here, you know, well into October, so I am going to have to mow, and I don't want to run over them. That's never any fun. And then, lastly here, I ordered 2 more of the floodlights. Now, these are a little bit different than the ones I used last year, so time will tell. But they look pretty cool. I'll show you what the little remote and everything looks like here. It's all kind of hard to do one-handed, but we'll get there. Let's see. Okay. Just shake everything out of the box. Here is what it actually looks like. This isn't a big one. It's just a 30 water. I'm using these mainly to light up the demons that are hanging in the trees. So I don't need a super bright one. I don't want to light up the whole house with whatever color I choose for that. So this is a little bit of a smaller one. And here is the remote for it. It's got all sorts of options on there that I have not even looked into. So it'll be interesting to see what I can do with those. Maybe there's some sort of interesting setting I can put it on to make those demons stand out a little more. We will see. So now that I've got all the stuff I needed, I am going to head outside. I am going to put all this stuff in place. That will finish up our all of our cords and our lighting. And then we will be back to put in some of the, we've got some little touches we're going to put in, you know, some lanterns, some pumpkins, some things like that. We'll be back. We'll do all that. And then we will show you at night how all the lighting and how everything kind of turned out as a whole. We are getting very close to wrapping up the front yard now. So I'm going to go get all this put in, and then we'll be back. Okay, so as far as accents, just little things we have left to go out front. We're not going to go crazy. I mean, at some point, I do have to take all this down and put Christmas up. So if I keep going, I'm never going to get to Christmas. So this is kind of where we're going to draw the line until the animatronics come out on Halloween. We've got quite a few of these ceramic pieces that we've picked up, you know, in front of Kroger or different vegetable stands throughout the years. They've held up really well. What we do is we take some of these, they're basically blow mold cords that were, you know, from different jack-o'-lanterns and stuff over the years, and throw one of those lights in there. I have a few different colors, sometimes green, or it just depends on what shows up the best or what light bulb still works. Got the skull here. It shouldn't still be alive. I don't know why it is. Picked it up on clearance somewhere. It's going to go in the bird bath out there. And then we have all of these metal jack-o'-lanterns, and they go on these poles right here, and we'll line the sidewalk with them. And then I put some puck lights in those that I'll show you, and I'll put a link for those down in the comments as well. The puck lights work great. And then I'm also going to use the puck lights on these lanterns that I'll hang around the edge of the house. We picked these up at Costco years ago. We've got Christmas ones as well. They used to be battery powered. I took those out because some of them quit working, and I put the puck lights in here on timers. Usually I have to change them once or twice during the season, the batteries in them, but overall it works great. Okay, so here are all of the puck lights that I use. They kind of just come in a plain old brown box. Not much to see there. I will show you the front of the instructions. Still doesn't really say the name or brand of them. I'll add a link to these, like I said, down in the comments. And let's see, I got a remote here somewhere. It's in my pocket. Here is the remote. So you can change them to all different colors. They'll flash, they'll strobe. You can change the brightness. You can set a timer down here, which is what we do, especially early in the season, usually a 2-hour timer because you want the batteries to last. They each take 3 AAAs. So, it does get pricey over time. And I'm about to take 5, 6, 7, 9 of them out front. Real quick before I put these out there, I did want to mention the lanterns are under the eave of the house, so they don't get wet. But the pumpkins along the sidewalk do get water in them from time to time. So all I do, put these in a Ziploc bag, Ziploc it up, put a little, fold them under and put some tape on it to keep them in place. The remote still works fine with them in the Ziploc bags and everything, but then the sprinklers and the rain won't get to them. So we've done it every year. So far, they've all survived. Okay, so we made some last minute changes. I did decide to move the ghosts over here next to the skulls. There was just too much going on the sidewalk. Because I'm going to have the dog and the owl going over there. So these guys will be lit up over here by the skulls. I do have all of the lanterns up. There ended up being 3 of them on this side of the house. And then across the sidewalk here, we've got 2 more of them. Oh, and also the jack-o'-lantern down here. This one I did a little different than the ghosts. I put 2 flicker light bulbs in it. Hopefully that's bright enough to show up at night. We'll see how that looks this evening. And then if you come all the way down here, we've got the other ghost down here with the green light bulb in him. He should show up all right there too. Around here on the bird bath, we've got the skull. I put him here 1 year, just figuring he was going to disintegrate, and I just toss him afterwards because I didn't really have anywhere to put him. He's been in this bird bath now for like 3 or 4 years, so he does fine there, seems to like it, so that's just where he's going to live. And then if you come down here around to the sidewalk, you'll see I put the pumpkins kind of lining the sidewalk here. We have 4 of them, so I kind of just stagger them a little bit. They've all got the puck lights in the bags down here inside of them that I'll turn on this evening, and I'll put them on a timer so they come back on each day. So all we have left to do is wait for Jackson to get home and it to get dark, and we'll make any adjustments to the lighting we need, move a few things around, and that'll be it. We'll be wrapped up, ready to turn it on this weekend. We'll give you a good look at the finished product, at least until Halloween, when we'll add a bunch more animatronics. So I'll see you tonight. Okay, so it's dark.
Yes.
I believe we got everything set up. The only thing that maybe I don't have is one more light for the Wendigo, but I'm hoping the lights around him are enough. If not, I'll add a light later on.
I think it is. I think it's bright
it's gonna be. If for some reason it's not, we'll fix that. But other than that, I think we are pretty much there until Halloween.
Yes.
Halloween night, we'll add all sorts
Jason,
of
I have a
animatronics.
question. What are you going to do with your 3rd demon?
Oh man, I forgot the other demon. Okay, so I'll add that somewhere along the line. He's happy in our castle right now. No? He needs to come out?
Yes,
okay.
he needs to come out.
I'll work on that this week. I guess everyone will see him on Halloween.
Yeah.
So, should we take a bit of a look around?
I think we should.
All right, let's do it. Okay, so I think we got everything set up kind of the way we want. We got all the lights out today, and other than a few minor adjustments, with the lighting and all that, we might have to add a couple lights. I think we're pretty much at where we're going to be until Halloween night.
Then we put up the animatronics.
Yeah, we'll bring all the animatronics out that night, and we don't have the trick-or-treaters come up to the door. We always set up on the driveway, so we line that with animatronics. Then we kind of space them out throughout the yard and put them on the spirit remote, so we can kind of sit there.
The spirit remote is so helpful.
Yeah, it is. We sit there and we can time it as people walk up, and you can try and make people cry. That's always his favorite part of Halloween.
Making little babies cry.
Making babies cry. Oh, man.
Like that Jackula baby.
Oh, God, that baby had it coming, huh?
I felt bad a little bit.
A little bit, but not too bad, right?
No.
You can see we got the skull going up here on the edge of the house and the ghost we set up today.
I didn't even notice you set up that
Yep.
ghost.
I did. I was going to put them on the porch like we usually do, but it was a little too crowded up there. Also, I want to mention the twinkly lights. They updated their app and everything, and it is way better set up.
It is?
For twinkly curtains that are set up, you know, kind of in a long shape like our house is.
Yeah.
Before it was made more for ones that were kind of in a square pattern.
Oh.
So they've really improved that. If you haven't checked it out in a while, you might want to. And I thought I was going to have to put a spotlight on the Wendigo here, but I think he's pretty well lit up.
I mean, the spotlights are very bright, so.
They are, yeah. I think they get them pretty good. Okay, so coming up the sidewalk here, we got our puck lights and all of our pumpkins and lanterns. I did finally get the dog and the owl set up over here. Oh, I almost did it again. Yeah, the gargoyles are one of my favorites for the year.
Yeah.
I'm really glad that we got those.
I think the Wendigo's better.
Wendigo's your favorite? Well, he's not really from this year, though.
Yeah, that's fair.
Technically, he's kind of last year's.
From this year, my favorite thing is either the cats or the gargoyle.
The cats or the gargoyle?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, these were not. I do wish. Did I tell you I saw that they did make a gargoyle last year?
Oh, they did?
He's a little bit different.
What did they do to him?
He's just a little bit different looking. So if we ever find one, maybe we'll pick him up. Yeah. The demon here with his new light on him. And I could use a light back here. It gets a little dark on this side of the house with just the skull and the ghost over here. So, you know, while I've been out here busy setting all this stuff up, have you had anything going on?
I might sound a little bit weird in this night part because I got an expander in my mouth and now I don't sound right. Yeah,
he has to have an expander in his mouth before he gets his braces. Yeah. So it is giving him all sorts of issues.
I can't eat. I can't say eat, but like I can't actually eat any food very much except for like soups and stuff like that.
So he might sound a little funny for the next 6 months?
6 months, yes.
And then he has to get his braces on,
which should be easier to talk.
It will definitely be easier. Speaking of talking, what showed up in the mail today?
The microphone.
Wireless microphone. We have not had a chance to use them yet, so our next video should be our first video with them.
Yes.
Hopefully that will help our audio levels and everything. We'll see how that goes. But so what do you think? How did it come out this year?
It came out really good this year.
I like it too. I'm pretty happy with it. I mean, you know, it's one of those things you tweak and you mess around with until Halloween. So I'm sure we'll do little changes here and there. But
yes. And then on near Halloween we'll do the animatronics.
Yeah. But it is about time to start relaxing, enjoying Halloween. We got a couple things left to do in the house, and I think we're getting there. Yeah. It's time to just soak up the season.
Which will be nice.
It will be. We do probably have another shopping video coming up. We have yet to do the mall. So Hot Topic, Box Lunch, some of those. We'll probably do that one, I don't know, maybe next week. Biggest thing we got coming up, though, isn't even Halloween. Lowe's Christmas.
Yeah. Did you call them?
I called them. It'll probably tomorrow or Wednesday. So that's all coming up. We got a ton, so keep an eye out for it all. And watch for part 4 of the outdoor decorations right around Halloween. Please like and subscribe.
Bye.